Hi everyone, we are here at the One Golfes Mall celebrating a very special launch, the CHRISTELL Luxury Bridal, the launch of CHRISTELL Luxury Bridal. It's going to be amazing. We're going to be meeting some new friends. We're going to be talking to some very interesting people and find out what it's all about. And guess what? The theme is white and gold. Absolutely exciting. So let's have a look.
Throughout the years, Crystal Skin Clinic has been consulting many young brides and grooms who have had great dreams of having a beautiful wedding, and these have taken long hours of service, long hours of treatment, and a lot of conversation where people have had some very painful past that has turned out to be great stories for us today. And these are all stories of positive vibes, and that's the most important part.
We want to make sure that when brides come to us, we genuinely, they come for different needs, different scenarios, and we definitely promote and encourage them to go to our partners because we know you guys deliver on your promises, right? There are a lot of instances where you don't deliver on the promises, especially in this industry, but nothing like you guys deliver on your promise. And that's why we wanted to send our brides to you to make sure you give that preference, that assurance that you'll be taken care of. In return, what we want to do is, if you send your brides, your grooms, we will take care of them, make sure they are looking their best on that day, not only on that day, but make sure they look good in years to come.
The idea behind CHRISTELL Luxury Bridal, because we saw so many young boys and girls started coming to our clinic seeking solutions for their confidence-related disorders, keeping few months or few days before their wedding day. According to the various physical and mental problems some of them had, it was an impossible task for us to deliver results within a very short period of time. Most of them always came with severe conditions of various problems, making them insecure to start a new life with their own partners even. This is why the concept everlasting confidence came into our minds.
All of you here today are the best in your fields. No doubt about that. Behind to be with us with this, in these few hours, and it really means a lot to us. So thank you very much.
The lovely Professor Ramani Asa Kurunatha with us right now. Ramani, I am blown away with your presentation. Thank you so much. Can you tell all our viewers what today is all about?
We are doing skin services in our clinic. So we wanted to get all these professionals in the bridal industry because we saw lots of girls and boys who are going to get married, right? They are keeping few weeks or few days, they are thinking of their outer appearance, so they quickly come to us. So to see, it's a difficult thing for us to fix their skins, to get their looks, to get prepared for her marriage. But only thing is with makeup and all, if they think that they can cover, but lots of traces are there, lots of skin issues are there, skin concerns are there, that within 1 or 2 weeks or 1 or 2 months we can't fix. So what we thought was, there are these makeup artists, designers, and then florists, jewelry designers who are taking part for a bride to make their wedding a fairy tale, but they don't know the reality behind this. We daily see lots of things. They are getting married with lovely weddings and lovely outfits, nice makeup on them, but 2-3 weeks after they come back to us as divorce cases, basically maybe for certain other conditions, other like mental conditions or not matching or whatever. But basically what we see is because of their physical conditions. This happens continuously. So we thought of bringing this wedding industry professionals to educate them behind what they don't see, we only see, and to educate them to give this message if they can do something for their own brides and grooms for them to help to lead a happy married life without getting uh, separated soon after the wedding. So that is what behind.
We have the lovely Gihan with us right now. What an amazing presentation, lovely event. Overall, can you tell us a little bit about the theme behind today's event?
So I think one thing we realized, we had a lovely wedding, right? So we all look good, I look good, everyone look good. But it's not always rosy if you don't put the investment behind not only that day, but throughout your getting up to that and after that, right? So the theme behind this, we get a lot of couples, be it grooms as well and brides, who have issues which they haven't sorted out. They only looked at that day. So I think what we wanted to create is, because here the best of the best is here, right? Or the industries, they get a lot of couples which don't know the art of what is available, because sometimes after you get married only you will see the issues, and unfortunately people don't last couple of weeks after that. So what we wanted is educate everyone to make sure everyone knows what is possible, so you don't only look good on that day, but after that as well, that's the objective.
So, talking from a guy's perspective, because I know majority here in Sri Lanka, there is a little bit of a focus in terms of what the bride should look like. So, what are your thoughts behind that?
Genuinely, right, not everyone looks like this, right? That's one. But a lot of guys have problems, right? Be it hair, and I'm not the best example of it, but be it hair or sweat issue is a big problem. Things like that. We only focus on the bride, but at the end of the day, it's two people getting married, not one. So even for the guys, we have 30-40% guys coming because there's genuine issues they have which need to be sorted. With acne, hair, fat loss, hair growth, things like that, which are now available in Sri Lanka, which wasn't available before. So we want to give the industry and the groom as well a lot of options, and that's why we partnered with a lot of people who also support the grooms, so they know what is available for them.
We've got the lovely and very beautiful Dr. Shanika with us right now. First up, beautiful presentation. Thank you so much. Can you tell us a little bit about what the whole idea or the theme behind today is?
Well, me and my mom, we see so many brides day in and day out before the wedding and even after the wedding to improve certain physical aspects of themselves. And then it got us thinking, many people don't know that these things exist, and if they only knew, sometimes they could even save their marriage, because some of them, they come to us with failed relationships, especially due to something related to their physical appearance, his or hers. And in Sri Lanka is based on, like, some of the relationships are based on proposals. So before you understand and grow to love a person, what you see is the physical part. So it creates a lot of issues. So then that's why we thought, let's have an event, let's educate the A-listers who deal with a lot of these brides, so we can educate and empower people together.
For anyone who hasn't experienced CHRISTELL here, the entire holistic wellness approach to it, what are the services that you offer?
Well, we're the only clinic which offers Western medical treatments like cosmetic and anti-aging, with an army of lasers, machinery, injectables, and also we have integrative medicine where you give Vita drips, and also our new launch, we launched Ayurveda Wellness recently, because we realized not everything can be fixed with Western medical treatments. So we have all of these three things under one roof. So, yeah.
Fantastic. So, for anybody who's watching right now, anybody who's going to get married, who maybe is a little conscious of a certain area in their body, what would your, and who haven't visited Crystal, what would your advice be to them?
I would say your confidence really matters, because if you're not confident, you're not going to be happy, and you're not going to be confident and happy in your relationship as well. So you do you first, and if you're worried about a certain physical aspect of you, you need time, because most people in Sri Lanka, I think they're used to this magic instant treatments. Unfortunately, it needs months. But when you're happy, you're confident. So plan better, well ahead, improve what you need to improve to have a happy future.
And of course, we have the lovely duo behind CH. It's so wonderful and so happy to see both of you. And talking about today, eye-opening, and what an amazing presentation. What are your thoughts?
100%, because I think in Sri Lanka a lot of things are such a taboo subject, you know, and when there are presentations like this, it sort of gives a little bit of an opening to people, for people to open up, you know, things that they've been struggling with alone. And it's very true what Dr. Shanika said. Actually, I mean, me personally, I know I have referred so many people to her, because they come to see jewelry, but then somehow we build a relationship, and then we start talking about things. And I can personally talk about it because I have been a patient of Dr. Shanika's, and the results have been unbelievable. So I can personally vouch for the work that they do.
Exactly what Aki said. I mean, some of the stuff that, and also things that we don't know that they've done in the past, or new things that elixirs and things that they're doing. That's really in vogue at the moment, and like certain subjects that Aki was mentioning, taboo subjects, maybe you can't tell your friends, but you just come and see them and they can, you know, help you out with that.
Actually, I just like talking from a guy's point of view, because when you look at weddings, the focus more is towards the bride and, you know, how she's going to look, but then not rarely, but the focus is a little less in terms of the groom. What are your thoughts on that?
I think that's also changing now, as Shani was saying, that now the grooms are really into how they look, so they will come in probably even before the girl and sort of check before the, as she was saying, pre-shoots and things like that. Guys are really want to look their best as well. So I think that's changing, and I think these kind of things and events of making aware of what they're doing, and we can actually go out and tell people, look, this is what they're offering if you need to. I mean, guy on guy conversation sometimes is a lot easier. Like, you know, if you have a friend that's losing a bit of hair, you can come and check Shani. I mean, I think I'm going to visit her as well. Just check it out. I mean, why? It doesn't hurt, right?
So what would your advice be to anybody who's going to get married, maybe they're a little conscious about something about themselves, or currently watching right now and who haven't experienced their services?
I mean, to be honest, it's also something that Dr. Shanika and Professor mentioned. It's just like, yes, your outfit, your venue, your flowers, your jewelry, everything's important, yes, but don't forget you. I think that's really, really important. So take the time. You know, people plan their weddings like a year and a half ahead. So take that time as well for yourself and do what you need to do, so you have nothing to feel conscious about on the day.
Another expert in the industry, indeed. We have the wonderful Asanga with us right now. So what are your thoughts about today's presentation and the overall view?
I think they did a great job opening our eyes to, especially men, to a lot of challenges or things that both men and women feel in silence, you know. And with technology, and we have a lot of options available to help people. Not only on the wedding day and to the days coming ahead. And so I'm grateful that they brought this discussion out in the open.
As an expert in your field, what advice would you give to anybody who's watching right now, who maybe are getting married, maybe a little conscious in terms of confidence about themselves? What would your advice be to them?
I think, first of all, getting married is such a happy moment. Two people coming together to create a new life. So any help you can get in terms of making it better, more fruitful, I think go for it. You know, and it's affordable, and otherwise she'll figure out a way to afford it. But it's all available, so at least be knowledgeable about it.
We have the absolutely fabulous Shane with us right now. Okay, so what are your thoughts about today's presentation and evening?
I think this is very important to every single girl and man out there because wedding is something very special for us, and we know that because we've been there and we are doing it, and we are looking forward to do it more. And I think in future generation, future brides and grooms, and not only the grooms and brides, anyone who has anything to do with skin, and we all have issues, don't be afraid, don't be shy, just come and just take care of these things. These are really matters to us. That's where our confidence lies. And also I think what doctor said today is really important because not most girls are aware of these things, and these are very important lessons for us because these things can lead to break a marriage and everything. So I think these are very, very important and very, very important sites that she pointed to us today. And I wasn't even aware of these things, and I was so grateful to be here. And thank you so much, doctor, for giving us this opportunity to be here. And it was a lovely evening, and she has organized this beautifully, and she has done it in style, actually. Yes.
Fantastic. And being an expert in the industry, what would your advice be to anyone who is going to get married, maybe who has a confidence problem regarding maybe a small issue here and there? What would your advice be to them before they step into this major life decision?
All the girls and boys out there, I would like to say that don't be afraid. You will never get another chance. You might marry again and again and again, but live it and love it and enjoy yourself. This is something you are doing it for yourself. Don't be afraid to try something new or something different, because these people at Crystal Clinic is very well experienced in these sections. I have done a couple of my treatments here and I really enjoy it, and I'm perfect. And I think I known doctor for so long, and she has been a great mentor for us regarding these issues. And I have been telling all my girls, they have hair losses, they have skin issues, they have acne and all those things that they don't even discuss with their parents or friends. They come and just talk to us. Shane, I am not very confident about being out there and all that, so I want them to come, consult them and talk to them. There are lots of treatments and procedures they have to offer, and I think you should come and check it out. And wish you guys all the best, and especially doctor, we are looking forward for more adventures like this. Thank you so much for having me, and it's a really, really great evening today.
We have the absolutely and wonderfully talented Viran with us right now. Lovely to see you. What is your overall thought about today?
First of all, it's nice to see everyone here, and after a long time, and happy to see everyone's faces. So yeah, I'm happy to be a part of this. I think the initiative that they have launched. Yeah.
So, as an expert in your field, how important is it for young brides who come in to get their makeup done, for them to get the basic processes right?
Yeah, but what I always tell my brides is that you don't have to do everything that you are doing for yourself just for the wedding. You have to just keep doing it even after the wedding. So this is like an investment that you do for yourself. So it's very important that you do this, and when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you look good. That's what I believe in. So it's really nice that what they're doing, actually, you are seeing the opportunity and seeing the void in the market. It's nice that they are doing something like this, and it's very important.
We have the wonderfully talented Eric and Charith with us right now, the men behind the overall look of today's event. So Eric, do tell us, what was your vision behind this?
So today we wanted to feature some of the more personalized decor that we do, and I think we are sort of pioneers in that aspect of things, because there aren't many people who do conceptualized, customized wedding decor. Because usually we We sit down with the couple, get to know them, what they eat, where they met. So we do a lot of personalized stuff. So today what you see here is actually something that we did for a wildlife theme wedding, but actually a couple where the bride said, please don't put a lot of green leaves at my wedding. So we did it in such a way, doing something like this, where the boy liked it because it was wildlife enough, and she liked it as well because it was not green leaves. So that's the kind of thing we do, and we wanted to feature something that was different and unique that we usually do, and obviously something that complemented the theme, which is the gold and white theme. So that was the story behind today's decor.
Nice. And how long did it take for you to put all of this together?
One whole night. Yeah, it's pretty much one whole night. But yeah, so we do it in that way. We plan it in such a way that we have to, it's a lot of plug and play, but so that's what takes a lot of time because we do a lot of planning, pre-planning is done. So it's easy for the venue and all that. So we just want to make sure it's done fast and it looks good.
We have the absolutely wonderful and amazingly talented Johan with us, who seriously does not even need an introduction because he's known all around. So lovely to see you. And what is you must be extremely proud today.
Yes, it is. I am, because also being a part of Crystal Cutting Station, because we are a partnership. I think it's a great concept that they have come up with to help the industry, the partners that we have created with this whole thing, and also to help the clients, because I think that's what we need, to have the collaboration and to bring everyone together in the industry.
Being an expert in the industry, of course, you may have come across so many people, so many cases where it has been challenging. How important is it for people to understand, to trust the process? It's not just about the outer look. There's so much, there's psychological, mental factor into it. How important is it?
I think that's one of the most important things. That's what people don't understand. We all look at that big day. I think everybody looks at that big day and they're all waiting for that glamorous event. But there's so much more that goes behind it. Not only just in planning that particular day, but as I said once before this also, that's the beginning of a new life. It's a new beginning from that time. So I think you need to prepare yourself for that as well. Psychologically as well, there are changes that take place. And then your lifestyle completely changes when it comes to a wedding or a marriage. And there's a lot of give and take that happens. So I think it's a whole process that comes together. Lots of elements coming together to make this wedding day, of course, the most special day. But from there onwards, taking it on to have the most memorable time or part of your life after that.
And that pretty much wraps up the launch of Crystal Luxury Bridal. All I can say is it has been a wonderful and a very elegant event. Until next time, this is Dana signing off for Hi TV.